You are paying a premium for simplicity. That's the polite way to say it. The blunt way, for the same money you spend on 4 virtual servers in the US, you could be running 12 in Germany doing the exact same job, just slightly closer to Berlin. The cloud isn't magic. It's a building full of computers, and somewhere along the way, someone decided to charge airport prices for the coffee. DigitalOcean built its empire on a beautiful idea: make cloud hosting so simple that a developer on their lunch break could spin up a server before the food arrived. And it worked. The dashboard is clean, the documentation is warm, the pricing is legible. They solved developer anxiety. They just also priced it accordingly. Enter Hetzner, a German company that has been quietly running data centers since 1997, when the internet was still deciding whether it wanted to be a library or a shopping mall. Their pitch isn't simple. Their pitch is, what if we just charged you roughly what the hardware actually costs? A radical concept, as it turns out. The numbers are hard to ignore. A DigitalOcean droplet with 8 GB of RAM and 4 vCPUs runs around $48 a month. The equivalent Hetzner cloud server? About 15. That's not a rounding error. That's the same machine, the same Linux, the same Jinx, costing you 3 times less. For a startup burning through its runway, that difference is a new hire. Migrating isn't pressing a button. It's more like convincing an entire city to move to a different country while keeping all the shops open. Databases need to replicate in real time. DNS records require surgical updates. There's a window where your old servers and your new ones are both alive simultaneously, burning money in expensive parallel, and you are, professionally speaking, very stressed. Bandwidth is where DigitalOcean quietly balances the equation. Egress, data leaving their network, costs real money above the free tier. Hetzner includes 20 terabytes of transfer per month per server, essentially free for most workloads. If you're running a media-heavy application, or anything that moves data constantly, that single line item can exceed your entire compute savings. The bill you earn watching is often the largest one. There are trade-offs, because there always are. Hetzner's ecosystem is leaner, fewer managed services, less handholding, no one-click Kubernetes deployment with a friendly mascot. Support doesn't come with a video call and a patient human. You are, to a meaningful degree, expected to know what you're doing. Most engineers do. That's fine. What makes this migration culturally interesting isn't that it happened, it's that it keeps happening. Dozens of engineering blogs document the exact same arc: steady growth, an expanding cloud bill, the spreadsheet moment, then Hetzner. The cloud incumbents built their margins on developers who were too busy to comparison shop. Some of those developers eventually got a free afternoon. The real insight isn't that DigitalOcean is bad. It's that the premium cloud market trained an entire generation of engineers to believe that infrastructure simplicity has a fixed, high price, and that price is worth paying indefinitely. Hetzner is evidence that it isn't. The hardware is commodity. The margin was always in the brand. Knowing that changes how you build. Strip away the migration anxiety and what remains is a straightforward arbitrage: the hardware is commodity, the software is open source, and one company decided that a clean dashboard and warm documentation were worth a 300% markup. Hetzner didn't disrupt anything, they just refused to participate in the margin. Egress pricing adds nuance. A thinner ecosystem adds friction. But the spreadsheet keeps landing in the same place. For most workloads, the premium cloud tax is real, it's large, and this is the part that stings a little: it turns out to have been optional the whole time. What strikes us isn't the price gap, it's what the price gap says about how we built. The last decade of infrastructure. We paid a brand tax and called it simplicity. We called it peace of mind. We called it not wanting to deal with it on a Tuesday afternoon. Some of that was real. But Hetzner's numbers suggest a lot of it was inertia dressed up as a considered preference. We find that uncomfortable in a useful way. Because if the infrastructure premium was always optional, we're left wondering, what else in your stack are you still paying for that stopped earning its price a long time ago?